There is a fort in New York where people have been looking for a piece of American history for more than 200 years. So far, they've found a lot of old nails. To date, nobody has died trying to solve the mystery, and according to legend, nobody has to die before the fort can be found.
Alright, you can see I'm sort of trenching my way towards the foundation wall over here. I'll turn on my metal detector and you'll see, like, I just have it on all metal and sensitivity, and you can see it's like no matter where I put it, there is more stuff. God, that scares me every time. The lid on that like just falls over and scares the bejesus out of me. Anyway, so I can't really miss if I keep like going down layer at a time. So that's what I'm gonna do. In case you're wondering, I am like using my handy dandy lid and my old kid toy sifter to sift through every shovelful that I pull out now, just to find any little bits of stuff. And so that little orange piece popped up in here. Alright, just under this root was this rock again. I don't know if that's anything or not, but it almost looks like mortar type stuff to me, so I'm gonna wash it off when we get back. Oh, here's like another piece or something. Alright, I seem to have uncovered whatever this is. It's a big hunk of something. I don't know how far it goes here. It's about 8 inches down from where the surface was, maybe on this side. Well, it's kind of sloped, so between 8 and 7 inches down. It's loose. I'll pull it out. Hopefully not too many ants. Oh. A couple of ants on it, yuck. We found some pieces like this before. It seemed to be like some sort of thicker bracket with thinner pieces of metal in between, similar to what we found last week, just a few feet over in the hole here, 2-3 feet over. So, not sure what the heck it is, but we'll wash it up. Alright, let's see if I moved it or not. Ready? Okay, it says it's in my bucket here. Huh. That appears to be a very small bullet casing. Definitely more of a modern bullet casing. Little. I don't know. I'll have to rinse that off, figure out what caliber that is, but I don't suspect that that's very old. It wasn't very deep either. It was I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 inches down. Oh, that might be it right there, whatever that is. I don't know what that is. Well, it's not a nail. It looks like some sort of almost like an L bracket. Oh, that's weird. We have like a rock that seems to be setting off the pointer, and it is metallic looking. I don't know what it is. We'll wash it. All right, there's the foundation. You can see the square where I've been digging. This is the road, and there's Rutgers Kills, aka Rutgers Creek. I'm gonna walk down there and see if I can scramble down there. The water's really low right now. Let's see if I just metal detect around on the banks and see if there's anything interesting. Well, this is a different perspective. The foundation there is right up on top of that bank. This is Rutgers. Is pretty low at the moment. It's July, mid-July. And I'm gonna go this way across because there's a wall there which I'm relatively certain we can prove Richard Gardiner built. So we'll see what's on the other side of it and where it goes.
The 1798 deed for the piece of land that Richard Gardiner's widow and his daughter inherited, the starting point is beginning at a red oak tree marked for a corner, standing on the northeast side of Rutgers Kill, at the northeast corner of an Indian field in a bend of said kill. The angles of the stone walls across the Rutgers seem to line up with some of the angles mentioned in the 1798 deed. Marie and I have guessed that the red oak would be around this corner. There are a few red oaks along this section of the Rutgers, but they don't seem to be inland away from the Rutgers at all. And this old stump sits right next to an existing red oak near the rock wall corner, and it could be the start of Richard Gardiner's property.
All right, on the other side of Rutgers, there's both a some sort of trench type road. I don't know if it was just dug out to make the berm to try to keep flooding from happening, because it dead ends in a stone wall. Doesn't really seem to go anywhere down that way. You can see the old stone wall this way. So it's been about at least a month since I've gotten out here to the site, and you can see we've gotten a bunch of rain and stuff the last week or so, so our little piles have kind of got washed down. But I was just taking a look at the area where we were digging last time, and I always like to scan it after a rain because the rain kind of washes off little bits of stuff. So we're just double checking the hole before we get digging. That looks like some sort of mortar to me, possibly. So I'm gonna hold on to that. We'll file that. I'm just looking around to see what else we've got. Let me put that off to the side there. I don't know. That's kind of strange. I may wash that up. It's kind of like the wrong color for the rocks around here. I don't know. And then there's like something else strange right there. Grab that as well. Also, some sort of rock that looks oddly colored. It could just have mortar on it. There's even a piece of something else right here. So I'm gonna take those back in to wash them up. Make sure they're not anything important. They could just be rocks with some iron staining on them, but check it out anyway. I've got my little plastic sieve and I'm just pulling dirt out. There's a rather large root, kind of where I was digging last time, where we found that little piece of buff colored pottery. And I think I've got another piece of it in here. Yeah. It's coming out of the thing. Again, it's sort of like that, like buff to pink. And it came out of this, right in this area, right next to this root here. So it's definitely another small piece of that pottery. I'm starting to hit well, I don't know what that is. I'm starting to hit a harder layer of clay, under this root too. What kind of tunnel did we hit here? All right. You said you think you see it?
I think I see something in there.
Go ahead and pull it out.
What if something grabs me? No.
Do you want me to grab it?
Okay, you grab it.
What if something grabs me? Can't
I'll
see.
pull you back. What is it? Ooh. I like that one.
Yeah, it's a chunky one.
Anything else?
It's very
Maybe we should keep going in there. That's a deep hole.
Yeah, let me see if the pointer does anything else in there. Where did we... 50s pottery going on here. Oh my God, if like something comes flying out at me. I hear, in fact, you hear them? They're yelling at us.
They're finding our cache.
That's the chipmunks yelling at us. They're like, what the heck? All right.